G'day guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Orion Smart Security Contact Sensor. In a relatively short period of time between I bought my first two contact sensors, I picked up two different models from Orion. The first model, which I'll briefly show towards the end of this video, sets up and works in exactly the same way as the second model. The first model that I bought was the SWS11HA on the left. The second model, and the one being used in this video, is the one on the right, the SWS06HA. The Orion Smart Security Contact Sensor uses the Grid Connect app. It is compatible with both Google and Apple. It can use battery power or be permanently powered with a USB cable. The time it takes to register in the app will most likely be quicker when powered with a USB cable. This side of the package shows you an example of how the pieces can be fitted to a door. On the back, it states that it uses Wi-Fi to connect and that no hub is required. It also mentions there is a tamper sensor and that there are open and closed notifications. A picture advertising the app. On the bottom, it shows you the customer service numbers, which are always useful. Alright, let's have a look in the box. We have a plastic container, which is always quite hard to get out. The box contains the instruction manual. The main part of the sensor that contains all the working parts, and the other part of the contact sensor, which probably just contains a magnet. It comes with some 3M tape, which is cut to shape for the parts that connect to the door. There is a USB to micro USB cable to power or charge the unit or battery, and some screws if you wish to fix it to the wall without the tape or to reinforce it. Having a look at the unit, the main unit and the magnet, when you turn them over you can see that they are in the same shape as the 3M, so when you put it up there you can actually see how they connect and they're cut to size. When you place the units on the door and frame, if you have the sides that is marked with the grooves facing each other on each unit, then as the door opens and closes, the larger unit will send a signal through Wi-Fi updating the status of the device. When accessing the battery or activating the device, you press in the tab on the main unit to unclip the cover. It can be a little bit sticky, but once you get the back to start moving, then it is easy to separate safely. The first time you use the device, you will need to remove the tab that separates the battery from connecting with the unit. When you do this, the unit should start flashing. This is indicating that the unit has entered pairing mode. If you don't have your phone nearby and ready to start pairing straight away, it is okay, because you can get it to re-enter pairing mode at any time by pressing and holding the reset button for 5 seconds. I'll now take you through the steps to pair your device to the Grid Connect app. The first step, once you're in the app, is to hit the plus symbol in the bottom right hand corner. Then click on Others. You'll then be taken to a screen where you need to enter your Wi-Fi network name and your Wi-Fi password. For obvious reasons, mine is not displayed. Once you've entered these fields, hit the Next button. Assuming you already have a battery in the contact sensor, this first step is redundant. Obviously, the picture in the Grid Connect app is not displaying the contact sensor, but the instruction to hold the reset button for 5 seconds is correct. When the light on the contact sensor starts flashing rapidly, then hit the Next button. The app will then attempt to pair with your contact sensor. Let's speed this part up. Once added successfully, you will have the opportunity to change the name before hitting the Done button. After hitting Done, you'll briefly see the screen that displays all of your smart devices before the app automatically takes you to the page that displays the status of the contact sensor that you just added. And with that, you're done. It is quite easy to see how to connect the 3M tape to the back of your device. On the main unit, try to be sure that you do not stick the tape over the tab that needs to be released to access the insides of the unit. Every time the status of your device changes from open to close, or vice versa, the LED should illuminate. As mentioned at the start of the video, I have two different Orion sensors. Here is the other model in action. Once you're all set up, if you go back into the app and click on the contact sensor device, it will take you through to the log that explains when the contact sensor was open and closed. In the top right hand corner, you can see a couple of cogs. If you click on that, it will take you through to the settings. In the settings, there are close notifications, low battery notifications, tamper notifications, and open notifications. These can be set to be on or off depending on what purpose you are using your contact sensor for. In summary, if you have a look at this list, you can see that there are a lot of pros and not too many cons to this device. Whilst I find contact sensors quite limited, this does its job to a T. I really like the fact that it uses Wi-Fi, so no hub is required. The tamper alert and low battery alert are also really good. Batteries are rechargeable, however they are expensive, which is one of the few cons. But otherwise, all in all, this is a really good device if you are buying it for the purposes it was designed for.